Hi, and welcome to Module 18 for FCS 402. I apologize that I have not come to you in video form for an introduction in a while. I'm getting over the worst cold, but I'm excited to be back in this pivotal moment of FCS 402. We are officially transitioning from focusing on dietetics and nutrition skills to shifting our focus over to career prep, and building some resources in your toolbox for career development. In this week's module, we will be talking about all things career development. We'll be talking about job searching, salary negotiation, refining your interview skills, and so on. As part of this week's module, I do want to have an optional live component. And so if you do have questions that you would rather have more of a direct conversation about in terms of the job search, please join me on Wednesday, March 30th from 7 to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on Zoom. I'd be happy to answer some of those questions. No agenda for this meeting, so it's just you getting your questions answered. For this week's module in the Explore section, you will be viewing a lecture I recorded last year talking about different tools to utilize when you begin searching for that first job. I'll also be talking a little bit about salary negotiation and how to know what is appropriate and what you should ask for. I've got a fun little resource for you here from All Access Dietetics about dietitian dream jobs, so check that out. They are a great follow on Instagram if you don't follow them already. In this week's response section, we've got two parts. The first part is optional. We have a tool here at ISU through our Career Center where you can upload your resume into their system, and one of the professionals from the Career Center will review your resume and provide you with feedback. Usually takes about 2 weeks to get that feedback. And so that gives you plenty of time to submit your resume and make revisions before the portfolio is due on April 28th. Obviously, the required part of this module has been a very long time coming and is not due until April 29th, but this is your online professional portfolio. If you go back to Module 2 from our fall site, there's a couple of examples of really good online portfolios. These include work samples as well as your resume and your cover letter. The easiest way to submit this assignment is to just submit me a link to your portfolio, and within that portfolio have a copy or a link to your resume and a copy or link to your cover letter. Be sure to review the criteria for that assignment, which is available within that assignment tab. Our Create section this week also has two parts. The biggest part is going to be conducting your practice interview in a software called Interview Stream. This is a very user-friendly software. You're going to click this link to access the software, create an account using your ISU email, and then you will be able to enter a code to register for an assignment. That code is highlighted here in yellow. You will then take your interview. There's going to be 5 questions in this practice interview. I want you to make sure that you have prepared for this practice interview like you would a real life interview for a job. You want to make sure you have a professional background, you're wearing professional dress. There's going to be 5 questions. Once you see the prompt, you'll have 30 seconds to prepare and a 3-minute time limit for answering your questions. Unlike a real life job interview, you're going to have 2 retries per question. Once you're done with all 5 questions, you'll be able to watch yourself and complete a self-assessment, and then that interview will also come to me. So that is part 1 of the Create portion of Module 18. Part 2 is just getting you started on LinkedIn. If you haven't already, LinkedIn is a great social networking tool for professionals. I want you to take some time, create your LinkedIn profile, and to get your 5 points, you need to connect with myself and Dr. Schumacher. This is not just a way for us to build our connections, although it is nice. We do use this to kind of help keep track of your career for Ascend reporting purposes. If we're already connected on LinkedIn, that's great. It would probably be helpful if you send me a quick message so that I can make sure that you get your points. If you have any comments on this week's module, please use the comment tool. I'll check back and respond as I'm able. And then of course you've got your checklist. So the big part of this module is your online portfolio that contains your finalized resume and cover letter. That is not due until the end of the semester, April 29th at 11:59 p.m. Your interview and your LinkedIn connection are due April 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time.